where the greatest quotes on the planet become your superpower.
You may advance slowly, but never step back. The 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. There are days when life feels like a long uphill slope, with the wind blowing against you and your legs aching to the point of wanting to stop. But it's in those moments of seeming vulnerability that the words, "You may advance slowly, but never step back," echo like a warm whisper, advancing slowly like a flower that blooms late, not dazzling immediately, but enduring and full of inner strength. Each step, no matter how small, is like a young leaf breaking through its tough shell to reach toward the sun. It's okay to go slow. No one is rushing you to reach the finish line sooner than today. What's important is that you keep moving, carrying within you a quiet faith that light will eventually find its way. Stepping back, it's like letting the darkness swallow the faint light inside. That's when we doubt ourselves, when others' judgments make us forget that this journey belongs to us, not them. So, never let fear pull you backward. Each time you hold firm to even a small step forward, you've already triumphed over yesterday's self. Life doesn't reward those who run the fastest, but favors those patient enough not to give up. Steadfastness is the true measure of character. Slow and steady, like a river persistently wearing down rocks, eventually carving a breathtaking valley. So, just keep stepping, even if each one is as light as a breath. Just keep going, even if the path sometimes makes you hesitate, because you don't need to reach the end today. Just don't abandon the journey. And one day, when you look back, you'll see those tiny steps were what led you to the greatest things. Advancing slowly isn't bad. Pausing for a moment is fine too. Just never let your feet turn backward, for the future only opens its doors to those who dare to keep going. I'm not that smart. I just stay with problems longer. The great German physicist and theorist, father of the theory of relativity, the genius Albert Einstein. That's the assertion that genius isn't a gift from heaven, but the result of extraordinary persistence. Einstein likened himself to a craftsman, diligently polishing every angle of an idea, examining a problem over and over until the truth reveals itself. Like a gold miner who doesn't know what's in the earth but keeps digging, believing something valuable lies deep below. We often admire others for being better, faster, wiser. But Einstein's words remind us that persistence is the most powerful form of intelligence. The smart may find answers quickly, but the persistent find the right ones. The quick-witted see the surface, but the diligent touch the essence. And sometimes, that very resilience helps us surpass those seen as naturally gifted. The image of Einstein at his desk, golden lamplight on his tousled hair like a swirling universe, symbolizes the one who never gives up on any question. He might spend hours, days, even years pursuing a problem, but that staying a little longer led to discoveries that shook humanity. And that's the message the words convey to each of us. You don't need to be a genius. You just need enough persistence to stay a bit longer than those who quit before you. One more minute of focus, one more try, one final effort. That's where the magic begins. Remember, on the path to success, the patient one travels farthest. You don't need to be born with an extraordinary mind. Just let your heart be resilient enough, brave enough not to quit before life's toughest questions. Speaking well and eloquently is an art, but knowing when to stop speaking is an art no less. The renowned Austrian composer, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, a golden thread that helps us balance passion and composure in communication. There are words full of power, like a gushing spring from the heart, carrying emotions and beliefs to the listener. A skilled speaker can silence a room, with everyone hanging on every word. They can persuade, inspire, awaken the good in others' hearts. But speaking well is only half the art. The other half lies in timely silence, a soft power, yet deep and sharp like a blade trimming away the excess. Sometimes, saying more dilutes the meaning. Explaining further erodes the subtlety. Knowing when to stop is like an artist knowing the end of a piece, letting the echo linger in the listener's heart. In life, unspoken words can sometimes be stronger than long speeches. Timely silence can preserve respect, maintain self-respect, keep the peace, leave space for others to express themselves, and sometimes save a relationship. Speaking right is wise, but stopping at the right moment is wisdom. The truly capable aren't those who speak the most, but those who control the rhythm of their words, resounding like war drums when needed, gentle like a breeze when appropriate. They understand each word has value, and timely silence lets others feel more deeply what you intend to convey. For the true art of communication lies not in the sound, but in the resonance left behind. The fool thinks himself wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. The great writer William Shakespeare. The one who thinks himself wise often stands on a small hill and imagines it's the whole world. They believe they've seen it all, know it all, enough to judge and criticize others. But they don't realize that beyond that tiny hill lies an endless range of knowledge they've never approached. Meanwhile, the truly wise carry a strange humility. They see the ocean's vastness, the sky's depth, and knowledge without end. Precisely because they know their lacks, they open themselves to learning. Because they admit they're not enough, they grow day by day. The wise don't boast their knowledge. They let silence speak. Don't flaunt achievements. They let actions prove. They don't need to stand high to be great. They stoop low enough to see what others miss. And sometimes, that humility is the clearest sign of intelligence. The one who imagines himself wise is like a full cup, unable to hold more. The one who knows he's foolish is like a cup with space, enough to learn, understand, and grow more. Thus, intelligence isn't measured by what you know, but by your attitude toward what you don't. And sometimes, admitting I'm not enough is what propels us farthest. The world-famous painter Leonardo da Vinci drew attention with his timeless statement: even mastering just one piece of knowledge is beneficial to the mind. It will discard the useless, but retain the useful. In the secret box called the human mind, every bit of knowledge we learn, even if it seems insignificant, carries a quiet mission: to clarify thoughts, filter out the superfluous, and hold on to what's truly valuable. The words, even mastering just one piece of knowledge is beneficial to the mind. It will discard the useless, but retain the useful, are thus not just advice, but like a map guiding each person's journey to maturity. Knowledge, after all, isn't dry letters, but seeds with the power to revive an entire field of the soul. When we truly understand something with patience, experience, quiet reflection, that seed is sown into the deepest soil of the mind. It takes root, grows, and somehow knows to push away the meaningless weeds that cling to our daily thoughts, the confusions, scattered anxieties, trivial things we once mistook for important. The mind is a strange creature. It doesn't keep everything, nor does it need to. It's like a meticulous jeweler, keeping only the gold and discarding the ore. What we learn superficially slips away, while what we grasp deeply stays like pure gold. Each mastered knowledge is an irreplaceable brick in the house of intellect. And so, brick by brick, that house becomes sturdy, resilient against life's storms. Many think knowing a lot makes one skilled. But true wisdom isn't measured by the quantity of what we know, but by the depth of what we understand. One who understands one thing deeply is more valuable than one who knows 10,000 vaguely. For from one solid understanding, thousands of others can connect, expand, blossom naturally like branches from a healthy tree. And then, as years pass, we'll realize solid knowledge not only brightens the mind, but helps us live lighter. It gives us the ability to distinguish the essential from the frivolous, what to keep from, what to let go, what to pursue from what to stop. It brings a quiet confidence, a light not blindingly bright, but warm enough to guide every step. Don't hesitate to start with something small. Don't fear knowing little, learning just a part, because with just one piece of knowledge mastered, our mind changes deeper, brighter, stronger than yesterday. Knowledge is like raindrops. It doesn't need to be much, just to soak in.